What's up everyone? Today I'm at Porsche Gold Coast in Jericho, New York for my friend Brian's Porsche 911 GT2 RS delivery. Now unfortunately I didn't get any clips of the GT2 RS, but let's check out the car that he traded in for it. This Lamborghini Huracan Evo all-wheel drive coupe over here. So let's check this out and then let's head inside and take a look at the really nice GT3 RS they have for sale. So here is the Huracan Evo coupe. It's painted in Grigio Lynx. He put a black hood on it. That was not how it came from the factory, but these red accents are from the factory. So these accents are Rosso Mars Ad Personam factory painted accents. We have them on the rear diffuser, the sides of the car, the mirrors, and at the front here for these Y-shaped pieces. I actually think they look quite good. They're very unique. You don't see any other Huracans with these accents, at least not to my knowledge. I actually filmed this car before. It's in my video where I highlight everything you need to know about the Huracan STO. This car is in that video, so if you want to see it on the showroom floor at Manhattan Motor Cars without the black hood, be sure to check out that video. But yeah, he got rid of this for the GT2 RS. I got plenty of pictures of the GT2 RS. Let me actually show you on my phone right now. So these are the two cars together, the GT2 RS next to the Huracan Evo. As you can see, this GT2 RS is painted in Brewster Green. Such a beautiful, solid green color. I don't think I've ever seen it before in person, and it's paired with gorgeous white gold wheels with yellow brake calipers. And what's amazing is that it has a matching key. So the key is actually painted in Brewster Green, just like the car itself. I thought that was really cool. Here's a better picture of the car. Now it doesn't have the Y-spec package, but that's okay, because honestly this car is still a beast without it. 690 horsepower, twin turbocharged flat 6 engine. It is so awesome. And you can see the entire front hood is exposed carbon fiber. You've also got exposed carbon mirrors, an exposed carbon rear wing, and exposed carbon for the rear quarter air intake. So I believe he said he's not keeping these wheels on the car. He's getting black painted magnesium wheels, which will look pretty good. Now the one thing he said he would miss about the Huracan Evo is the sound, because honestly that's where the GT2 RS is lacking. Don't get me wrong, the 2RS sounds amazing. The turbos, when they spool up, like, that is an epic sound. But it's hard to beat the sound of a naturally aspirated 5.2 liter V10. But he's enjoyed this car for about 3 months now. He's driven it very often. I've seen it at tons of shows and events, so he definitely got good use out of this car, and I'm really excited to see the GT2 RS at upcoming events on Long Island. Before we head inside, let's get some B-roll of this beautiful Huracan Evo. You guys gotta see this 2019 911 Turbo S. The spec is insane. Night blue metallic paint. Look how beautiful it is. With an espresso and cognac interior. So nice. And not only is the color combo excellent, but it has literally every carbon fiber option I've ever seen. So starting at the front, you've got exposed carbon here. You've got the exposed carbon window triangle. Exposed carbon on the mirrors. Like, is that even necessary? That's insane. Exposed carbon door handles. That's definitely not necessary. Exposed carbon back here for the rear quarter air intakes. It's also back here, and over here. Tons of it right here. It looks so good. I've never seen a Turbo S with this much carbon fiber before. Let's take a look at the window sticker. 2019 with just under 10,000 miles. 208 sticker. They want $203 for it. So the 911 Turbo from 2019 makes 540 horsepower, but the Turbo S makes 580 horsepower. The Turbo S also makes 553 pound-feet of torque. So that means you have almost 600 horsepower with tons of beautiful carbon fiber and a sunroof. My question for you guys is, would you want a Turbo or Turbo S that's loaded with carbon fiber? Because honestly, I don't need it. If I'm dailying this car, I don't want to have to worry about the carbon getting damaged or anything like that. So honestly, I wouldn't want that much carbon, but it does look really good, and I'm sure it's the right fit for someone. Another car that's loaded with carbon fiber is this 2015 Aston Martin Vanquish. It has a sticker of $331,000, as you can see right there, and they're asking $162,900 for it. Look at all this carbon. So you've got it at the front, side skirts, these side blades here, the mirrors, the door handles as well. If we come around to the back, the rear diffuser has exposed carbon as well. And take a look at the interior stitching. Aston does the best interiors. Like, that stitching is insane. Looks so good. So I have a friend that's absolutely obsessed with Porsches, and I bet he'd be freaking out about this right now. So let me show it to you guys. 1997 911 Turbo, $369,900 asking. Let's see, 2 owners, twin turbo, 6-speed manual transmission, painted in speed yellow with a black interior and yellow seatbelts. The first owner took possession in Vancouver, BC, still in its original kilometer reading of 30,700, which translates to 19,100 miles, no evidence of any repaints, and in pristine, like-new condition. She comes with books, keys, and tools, a true collector piece that will last a lifetime. Then you've got the options listed here. This is a really beautiful car. The yellow is so bold. I'm just not a yellow person, but I bet there's someone out there that really loves this. Here's what the back of it looks like. This really is in pristine condition. It's beautiful. And then you've got some different Porsche models listed here. Carrera GT, that's probably the best one. The 959 is great too. And the 356 was the very first production Porsche model. Up there is the 911 GT3 RS in black with gold wheels next to a Ferrari 488 Spider. So now we're at Ferrari of Long Island, which is down the road from Porsche Gold Coast, and we're going to be checking out some really awesome Ferraris today. There's an SF90 over there in front of the building. There's also one right here. Let's check out this one first. This one doesn't have carbon fiber wheels though, the other one does. Got a nice 2-car solution here, McLaren GT and Rolls-Royce Dawn. Looks like we got a new F8. We've got the Mercedes Maybach GLS 600, a few G-Wagons. So let's head inside. Well, first let's go take a look at the SF90 in the front, and then we'll head inside. So here it is, the SF90 Stradale with carbon fiber wheels. Take a look at these. They're shining perfectly in the sun right now. They're literally glistening. Man, they look so good. So this option costs upwards of $30,000. I believe the exact amount is like $32,000 or $33,000, which is pretty crazy for a set of wheels. I mean, you could buy an entire car for that much money, but this person decided to get carbon wheels. And you've got tons of other carbon fiber parts too, like the side air splitter. And what's also special about this one, besides the carbon wheels, is that this car is equipped with the track-focused Assetto Fiorano package, which gives you this Lexan engine cover and this bigger rear spoiler that is finished in exposed carbon fiber. The paint is just Rosso Corsa, nothing out of the ordinary, but honestly I don't even mind that because I'm just so glad to see all the other awesome options. This car looks so good with all the carbon. Actually though, I just realized it doesn't have a carbon fiber rear rear diffuser, which isn't necessary. I'm still glad that it has the carbon wheels and the Assetto Fiorano package. I think that's enough. Although I don't find the SF90 Stradale beautiful, and I've told you guys that so many times now, I still enjoy seeing it because of what a technological marvel it is. 986 horsepower from the twin-turbo V8 engine and 3 electric motors. So this car is an absolute beast. Little silence for the 430 driving by. But I want to know, what color would you guys get on the SF90 Stradale? Personally, I would get this car in Viola Hong Kong. You guys know I love purple. I'm obsessed with purple. I also love blue, but purple's my #1 favorite color of all time. Now, Viola Hong Kong, I believe, is about a $20,000 paint option, which isn't too bad considering there are paint options more expensive than that. For example, Rosso Fuoco, which translates to fire red, that's a pretty popular red Ferrari color. That's just over $30,000, which is considerably more than the Viola Hong Kong price. Before we go inside, actually, I want to show you this car quick. It's the Ferrari 612 Scaglietti V12 4-seater, and it actually got replaced by the Ferrari FF in 2011 that we all know and love. So this car, the styling, obviously you could tell it's a bit outdated, but it's still a beautiful car and one you almost never see. Normally, I wouldn't pay attention to 570Ss, especially when they're in specs as subtle as these, just black paint, silver wheels. But I want to point out that the price of these is lower than you might think. So this is a 2019, it's for sale for $210,000. And this one here is a 2017 and it's for sale for just $170,000. Now take into account that the market we're in, the prices are a bit inflated. So let's say maybe 2 years ago, this could have went for like $150,000. Now that's not bad for a twin turbo V8 supercar with over 500 horsepower and killer exotic looks. And the other SF90 pulled up, Rosso Corsa. This is the one without the carbon fiber wheels, and this one also doesn't have the Assetto Fiorano package. Now I can understand that because the Assetto Fiorano package takes away your front lifting system. So that's really bad if you live in a steep area or even like a city like New York City where we got like the divots and the potholes in the street and whatnot and like the steep entrances to the garages. So if you live in New York City like my friend does, you definitely want to have the front lift. So that was actually a deal breaker for my friend because he wanted the Assetto Fiorano package because it shaves weight and it just makes the car look so much more aggressive and makes it more track focused, but he needed the lift. So we had to forego the Assetto Fiorano package, unfortunately. Inside the detailing building, we've got another McLaren 570S. So this is a 2018, and they're asking $195,000 for it. But next to that is a much more exciting car, the Ferrari F12 GTS. Now, I'll be honest, I get stumped telling the difference between Argento Nürburgring and Grigio alloy in this building. Because you've got natural light flooding the building, which kind of gives it like a blue cast on the paint, and it makes me think it's Grigio alloy, but I feel like it might be Argento Nürburgring. So that's when I come around to the other side of the car where the natural light is not hitting, and I try to see if there's a blue tone on this side, because Grigio alloy has like a baby blue tone. And it kind of does, but also it kind of doesn't. It's really hard to tell. I'm going to go ahead and say I think it's Grigio alloy. That's my final answer. But again, I could be wrong. Regardless, what's nice about this one, it has regular silver wheels, right? But it has dark blue painted brake calipers, which tie in perfectly with the blue interior. It's hard to see with the reflections, but you can actually see right here the blue Dreamlines painted on the paddle shifters. Those are so cool. And you've also got blue accents all along the dashboard. It's It's impossible to see on camera, so I had to take a picture with my phone with the polarizer on to show you the interior. So it looks like this is dark blue leather, and then we've got gray leather in the middle and a blue leather center seat stripe. It's a very interesting spec on the interior. I quite like it. I like when people do something different, because most people would probably do just one color on the seat, but here we have three, which is impressive. We've got this beautiful metallic red 812 GTS here as well with these gold wheels. I believe I featured this in one of my previous videos. I don't know if I posted it yet because I post cars out of order, but if not, you'll see it in another video soon. I go a little bit more in depth with the options and whatnot, so you'll see that soon if it's not up already. Next to that, a yellow 488 GTB. This has black on the top of the mirrors, I guess to kind of blend in with like the black windows and black roof. What do you guys think about that? Or I guess like also the black for the rear quarter air intake. It's okay. I don't know if it works too well, but it's all right. And this is still here. So it was $250,000, I think like a month or two ago, and now it's $230,000, the asking price. A yellow 360 Spider, a manual. That's why this one is so special and more expensive than other 360s. Then we've got this blue Tour de France F12 Berlinetta, stunning spec. Tan interior, of course. Can you imagine if this had a black interior? I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world, let's be honest, but blue over tan is how it should be. Damn, this car is gorgeous. I gotta see this thing on the streets, or at the very least in the sun. Then we've got this white F8 Tributo for sale, $450,000. That's the asking price. It's got these stunning carbon fiber racing seats in red leather with black Alcantara. It's really nice how they did that. And then you've got red Dreamlines on the paddle shifters and on the steering wheel. So that's like what we saw with the 812 GTS over there, but in blue. So here it's in red. I love Dreamlines. So upstairs in the showroom, we have this SF90 Stradale that I've already showed you several times. Right now it's currently charging. So you can see here, plugged into the wall and plugged in right here, because this is a hybrid. And then we've got this new 488 Pista here. It's painted in Argento Nürburgring with not black, but blue stripes. Now it's pretty much impossible to tell. So I'm gonna whip out my flashlight and show you the blue metallic. So there you could see the blue. I hope you guys could see it. It looks like it's a bit blurry. With loads of carbon fiber and these really prominent white center seat stripes. So the asking price on this one is $580,000. If you know anyone that's interested, or if you're interested yourself, be sure to reach out to Paul here, the general manager. I'll put his email in the description and tell him I sent you. We've got this stunning Assetto Fiorano F8 Spider, the tan leather interior, the comfort seats, next to a black on black Porsche 911 GT2 RS, $435,000 asking price, under 1,000 miles. A carmine red Porsche 911 Turbo S, $309,000 asking price. It's got like a beige leather interior, really beautiful. Then we've got some other Porsches, a Bentley Continental GT V8, $430,000, another $430,000. Wow, the wheels on these, those are shiny wheels. Man, they pop out so much. And then on this back wall, we've got some Mclarens and some Lamborghinis. So we've got a Luminaire Green 600 LT Coupe, $257,900 asking price. Next to a Volcano Yellow 720S Spider, $334,000 asking price. This Huracan Evo rear-wheel drive Spider, $340,000 asking price. And this Huracan Evo all-wheel drive Coupe, a $325,000 asking price. Then we've got the Aston Martins nicely lined up here. DB11, Vantage Roadster, and another Vantage Roadster, the Kermit Green one. This one's been here for a few months now, if I remember correctly. Very bold spec. It's definitely not for everyone. Then we've got the Mercedes lineup. I just love how they organize the cars by brand. We've got this matte gray Mercedes S65 Cabriolet, V12 engine stuffed under the hood. Next to the brilliant blue Magno GT Black Series, the asking price of this one now is $520,000. Back in April, 3 months ago, the asking price was $580,000. So as you can see, things are coming down. Then we've got this matte silver GTR Roadster next to this GTR Coupe. Wow, check out the carbon fiber door handles on this car. They look so good. This one just has the stock ones. I feel like these might be aftermarket. I'm not totally sure, but regardless, they look good. So this marks the end of the vlog. It's been a few days since my friend took delivery of the Brewster Green GT2 RS, and he's loving it so far. He's already taken it to a few car shows, really enjoying it, so I'm happy to see that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.